Most people believe that netherite armor with protection IV is the strongest. Carl's is no exception. This veteran player, who has been struggling in hardcore mode for 2.5 years, knows how difficult survival is. To avoid losing the hard-earned world due to accidents, he decided to delve deeper into research, exploring marvelous methods to upgrade armor. The goal is to create a nearly invincible god tier equipment set. Carl's journey to craft god tier armor begins with a set of ordinary diamond armor. His primary goal is to obtain the 5 protection enchantments in the game, possessing all the protection enchantments, including flames, projectiles, explosions, feather falling and regular protection. These enchantments stacked together can make players nearly invincible in the game. However, players familiar with Minecraft know, the game mechanics do not allow players to have multiple protection enchantments simultaneously. But Carl's is not one to be easily constrained by rules. He has his own ways to handle it. Obtaining protection enchantment books is not easy. The best method is trading with villagers. Carl's carefully set up private rooms for the villagers, crafted a lector, began the long journey of grinding for enchantments. The first trade yielded a stoneworking 2 enchantment book. This clearly did not meet his needs, so he repeatedly broke and replaced the lector until the desired enchantment appeared in the trade slot. After some effort, he first obtained Flame Protection 4, then spent 7 minutes and 51 seconds to get Slow Falling 4, got Regular Protection 4 in 4 minutes and 53 seconds, while acquiring the Blast Protection enchantment. Muscle memory almost made him accidentally break the lector. The final Projectile Protection enchantment took an exceptionally long time. Through relentless effort, Carl's finally collected all 5 protection enchantment books. The emeralds required for trading were quite expensive. Each piece of armor needed these enchantment books. This means a significant expenditure of emeralds. To address the emerald issue, Carl's goes to his iron farm. Take the iron ingots to the villager trading hall. There is a favorable trading method here. After applying discounts, 1 iron ingot can be exchanged for 1 emerald, theoretically providing him with unlimited emeralds. However, fate seems to enjoy playing tricks. After trading 2 types of enchanted books, he sadly discovered that the remaining villagers' trade options weren't refreshing, and he forgot to save the trade items. Previous efforts instantly turned to dust. Fortunately, after an hour, he still collected all the required enchanted books. Collecting the protection enchantment books was just the first step. Next, a large number of anvils were needed, along with other enchanted books, such as unbreaking and mending. More crucially, enchanting armor requires a large amount of experience. The required level is not just 50, 100, or 200, but rather over 300 levels of experience. But currently Carl's is only level 30. To quickly gain experience, he came to the Nether Gold Experience Farm. This is one of the fastest experience farms in the game. Players can farm here hands-free, easily gain experience while AFK. After 8 hours of prolonged AFK farming, Carl's finally successfully obtained 300 levels of experience. This marks the first stage of crafting god tier armor. Basically ready. The next step is to bypass the game's detection, allowing the armor to possess multiple protection enchantments. Simultaneously, Carl's found a clever method, which is to downgrade the game version to 1.14. In the 3-year-old version 1.14, players could obtain multiple protection enchantments. Although this bug was quickly patched, but it provided an opportunity for Carl's. He knew there were side effects to doing this. After downgrading, various issues might arise in the entire world, such as incorrect terrain generation. But for the god tier armor, he still decided to take the risk. Carl's flew recklessly through the nether with all his items, because he knew that after the version downgrade, loaded chunks would be reset. He definitely didn't want his base to be deleted. After flying for several tens of minutes, he built a portal, also crafted chests, stored the unnecessary items. After all, version 1.14 doesn't have netherite armor. If carried on the person, they would be deleted. After returning to the overworld, Carl's officially downgraded the version to 1.14. At this point, the terrain within 100 miles around him was reset. Before enchanting, he encountered another problem. There is a specific order for applying protection enchantments to armor. If the order is incorrect, the cost of enchanting the armor will become extremely high. However, Carl's has already done thorough research and found the correct tutorial. He started with 3 enchantment books, including durability. After a series of operations, he combined all the enchantment books into 2. This way, enchanting the armor will no longer cause issues. Follow the steps. Carl's enchants the armor piece by piece. A single piece of god tier armor gradually takes shape. Soon the entire set of armor was fully enchanted. However, when he equipped the armor, he found there was no Swift Sneak enchantment. Upon checking, the enchantment book turned out to be empty. It turned out that version 1.14 didn't have this enchantment yet. Left with no other choice, Carl switched the version back to its original state. Due to the version update, a large number of animals appear in the water. Carl sees the netherite door again. Return to the previous location where items were stored. After taking all items, return to own base. Now it is time to test this god tier armor. He walks into the crowd of monsters, finds these minor monsters completely unable to harm him. The creeper's damage to him is only 1 point. Ordinary monsters are directly executed by the armor's thorns enchantment. Thus, the first phase of crafting the god tier armor is successfully completed. But Carl's pursuit doesn't stop there. The second stage of the divine armor is the real challenge. Engrave the divine armor with the rarest armor patterns. This requires some netherite ingots, so he dismantled the mob farm he no longer needed. Successfully obtained 4 netherite ingots. In the new version, there is a special forging template that can create unique special armor. And among them, the rarest one can only be obtained in ancient cities. It has only a 1.2% chance of generating in chests, even rarer than finding an enchanted golden apple. This forging template is so rare, not only because it can make armor extremely cool, but also because it can grant unique attributes to armor. Carl's carefully explores the ancient city. Every step is filled with unknowns and dangers. The warden occasionally gets summoned, forcing him to constantly be on the run. Half an hour had passed. He still hadn't found that rare forging template. Until over 30 minutes later, things finally took a turn. Carl's finally obtained the item he had been longing for. After that, he rushed to the extraction point at top speed. After completing the extraction, he immediately returned home without stopping. As soon as he got home, he plunged into intense equipment preparation work. The first thing to do was to take out a large quantity of precious diamonds. He had collected this beforehand. Meanwhile, he began replicating the eerie template. This template is one of the key elements for crafting top-tier equipment. After the replication was completed, he proceeded to upgrade all equipment to alloy material. This process was not simple. Each piece of equipment carries his yearning for formidable power. However, during the upgrade process, a challenge presented itself before him. Which color should be chosen for the forging template? There are 10 colors available to choose from. This made the dude feel troubled. After some hesitation, after spending 150 precious seconds, he finally made his choice between amethyst and netherite ingot. In the end, he determined that only netherite ingot. This most luxurious material is worthy of crafting god tier armor. Night fell. The entire world was enveloped in darkness, but the dude's god tier armor appeared, even more handsome in the night. At this point, the armor not only possessed powerful enchantment effects, but also featured the rarest armor trims in the game, emanating a mysterious and powerful aura. The brother suddenly remembered the swift sneak enchantment he found during his adventure in the ancient city. This was truly a treasure. Without hesitation, he enchanted it onto his pants. Instantly, the pants seemed to be given new life, gaining unique abilities. Thus the second phase of equipment crafting was successfully completed. Immediately after, the brother entered the third phase. Collect the most unique set in the game. Each piece of this set has unique functions. They are reliable assistants for surviving and adventuring in this world. First are the leather boots. These leather boots are extraordinary. Wearing them allows walking freely on powder snow as if on solid ground. But once removed, you'll quickly sink into the powder snow. To make the leather boots more powerful, the elder brother enchanted them with high-level enchantments, and added rare templates along with Frostwalker enchantment. In this way, when it walks on water, it can be as effortless as on solid ground. No longer worry about falling into the water. Next is the golden pants. In the perilous underground, golden pants are a life-saving artifact. As long as you wear them, piglins will not actively attack players, but once taken off, those aggressive piglins won't hold back. They will attack players without mercy. The brother applied a coating to the golden pants, and stamped them with the serene smithing template. This unique color combination, though it looks a bit tacky, somehow carries a trendy vibe. Collecting the final piece of special armor, the turtle shell green hat. Crafting this little green hat is no easy task. The guy first used scissors, carefully collected some seaweed, then meticulously cultivated 2 turtles. Because making the little green hat requires 5 scales dropped by grown turtles, the guy carefully fenced around the turtle eggs, patiently waiting for the baby turtles to hatch. This is a lengthy process. He waited for a full 40 minutes. Finally, a baby turtle broke out of its shell. The baby turtle is very small in size. To help it grow faster, the brother continuously feeds it seaweed. Soon the baby turtle grew up, successfully shed a scale. After repeating this process multiple times, the brother finally successfully crafted the turtle shell green hat. Wear it on the top right of the screen. An unlimited duration underwater breathing icon will appear. This means you can freely explore underwater. Don't worry about the oxygen issue. Afterwards, the big brother also applied a film to it. Stamp the forging template. The upgraded version of the little green hat is officially born. At this point, all special armors have been collected. But before achieving self-teleportation, the big brother still needs to prepare a few important things. He first collected an enchanted shield, an enchanted flint and enchanted golden apple. Then placed lodestone on the base. Connect the compasses. Quickly and efficiently, successfully obtained the enchanted compass. Then he crafted enchanted shears and a channeling trident. The channeling trident is a powerful weapon. Using it during thunderstorms can summon lightning. But who would summon lightning just for fun? There is also the Riptide Trident. You can use it for super fast travel during rain. Speaking of travel, the dude recalled the previous occasion when testing the fastest travel method. He also had the world's fastest horse tied up there. This was something he had obtained with great difficulty. The only drawback is that it cannot swim. After bringing the horse back to base and equipping it with diamond horse armor, he tied it up in the armor room. Then he put some basic supplies into the shulker box. This shulker box was like his treasure chest. It was filled with various essential items. Afterwards, the dude came to the vending machine. This magical machine can automatically produce golden apples, and it has an unlimited supply. After waiting for a while, he manually crafted a golden apple, also placed a golden carrot, crossbow bolts, iron blocks, an enchanted diamond sword, and his favorite horn into the shulker box. The shulker box was almost full by now. These supplies will accompany him as he continues his adventure in this world. The collection of items for the 4th stage is now complete. Finally arrived at the final stage of crafting the self-teleportation device. My brother's base happens to have all the required materials. Redstone torch, block of redstone, 2 dispensers, 1 dropper, fishing rod, magma, regular blocks and some other blocks, and ender pearls. These seemingly ordinary items will combine into a magical teleportation device. The guy starts construction in a wide open area. The first step is to dig a 7-block deep hole. Or start by pouring water from the top down, then pour water from the bottom up. Replace the bottom block with soul sand. Fill it with kelp. Remove the kelp. A bubble column appeared right in front of us. Then throw an ender pearl into the water. It will float on the water surface. Now we just need to build a machine. It will activate this complete teleportation device. Next, place the dropper facing the bubble column. Place a pressure plate and a trapdoor next to it. Then connect the pressure plate with redstone, and extend the redstone circuit to 16 blocks away. Continue building a portal near the redstone. Place the redstone block and 2 building blocks next to the portal. Place the dispenser on the end block. Added a hopper behind it. Then laid powered rails and activator rails. Placed regular rails on the dispenser and hopper. Finally placed the bucket of lava at the end. After completing the device in the overworld, the brother entered the nether, built another device using the same method. Now when the brother places the minecart on this track, it will continuously shuttle back and forth. Basically, its function is to load chunks. Now connect redstone torches and redstone dust to the side. As long as the pressure plate is activated, the device will start running. Next is the brother's demonstration time. First, place the ender pearl in the dispenser. Then throw the fishing rod onto the wooden pressure plate. At this point, the dispenser will give you an ender pearl. The trapdoor will open. You need to hold the fishing rod in your left hand. Then throw the ender pearl into the water. Now just carefully walk to the nether portal's location. Be careful not to break the line. Then go through it. And that is it, all done. Now what you need to do is put the fishing rod in your backpack. Remember to put it in the backpack, not the hotbar, otherwise it might get damaged. Whenever you want to be teleported back to where you built the machine, all you have to do is hold the fishing rod, put it in your inventory, then reel it in. This way you'll be teleported back in 1 second. Isn't it super cool? Although this method is very powerful, it doesn't work in the nether. if you encounter hostile mobs there. This method also doesn't work at all. Bro used this principle, built a base far from the spawn point, and crafted a teleportation device, so that whenever and wherever danger is encountered, a simple right-click ensures a safe return to base. Now the player has acquired divine level armor, special suits and various powerful auxiliary equipment, plus a portable shulker box filled with supplies, and this magical recall fishing rod. In this challenging game world, he is fully prepared. Even when facing a formidable enemy, can handle it with ease.